start at exactly the 10-minute mark. Well, 12-minute mark because I'm a little early. And today we're going to do isometrics and core workout. Good news is I think I'm going to get my access back to my actual Russian channel, believe it or not. So I was actually working on that just now. But yeah, we'll be ready to start in 10 minutes on the workout. Join in. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Could do a little Q&A right now. I actually did today. I met up with one of my followers here from YouTube. He asked me to do a consultation with him. So we kind of went over his eating schedule, his workout schedule, his goals, kind of realigned everything back so he can get back on track. I'll be checking in with him in about a month and a half. But all this to say, if you guys want anything like that, we can schedule a call and we could do a consultation and get all that figured out. Thanks for joining, guys. Hello. We'll be starting our workout in 10 minutes. I was checking, let me see here. Oh yeah, my Russian channel. I'm gonna see if they gave me access to it. They said they were gonna. Привет, Sergey. Hey Matt, hey Cowboy. Welcome back. Today we're doing isometrics and core exercises because everything else is still sore for me. So I'm keeping it easy. I'm trying to restore my access to my Russian channel right now, so that's what I'm working on up until our actual workout starts. So today is going to start at the 12-minute mark because I went live 2 minutes early just to kind of get everybody to join in and wait. But yeah, at exactly 8:10 our time, my time, Central Time, we're going to begin. Welcome back, join in, and we can work out together. It's May 2nd. If you guys want to say something, feel free. Hey, British. Moral. Yeah, I'm not rushing the first week. Would I be ever convinced that Christ is the truth and life again or not? That's a tough question. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't really give guarantees on what I am or not going to do in my life because you never know what happens, you know? So we'll see. We'll see how it ends up. Yeah, of course, Call to be Wild. You can join me for the workout. We can do it together, 20 to 30 minutes. Oh yeah, 100%. Once I gain my strength back blitz, I'm definitely going to be doing back to my front lever, human flag. I'm going to try to get all of that back. That's definitely in my to-do list, so to say. Today we're doing core and isometrics, mainly for abs, lower back, stuff like that. So, and yeah, just core exercises generally is the plan for today. Cat scared me a little. Yeah, I love that avatar. That's a great avatar, even though it's super old. Definitely still one of my favorites. I'll have to make a new one in that exact same pose. That would be fun. Привет, Федор. Yeah, it's early there. У нас сейчас вечер, 8 часов вечера. I'm thinking about a year to get back to the strength I used to have. If I keep it consistent like now, I think it's gonna take me a year. And as far as pull-ups go, I don't know if I'll ever get to the same level because my pull-ups were really good and it was like in really high numbers. The most I didn't record this, but my best attempt was 100 pull-ups without getting off the pull-up bar. It was allowed to hang on one arm, but never touch the ground. So I did 100. That was my top best. But right now that seems like almost unreasonable, you know? Seems like extremely high number. So I don't know how feasible that is. As much as I want it, I don't know how realistic it is for me to get there. All right, well, we're starting in 5 minutes. So get ready. We're gonna go and do, we're gonna start with the plank first. Oh, plank record. Федор, да, они мне сказали, имейл прислали, я сейчас проверяю, но я его не вижу. Они сказали, что пришлют имейл, чтобы я смог открыть, зайти на свой канал. Но на данный момент я не вижу этого имейла. Надо будет мне опять им позвонить, узнать. Hey Andy, yeah, today's we're gonna it's gonna be a home workout, so it definitely could be done. Definitely can follow along. Should not be a problem. Yeah, I'm refreshing my they were supposed to send me an email to log into my Russian channel, but no email. Strength, age definitely plays into it. I mean, it's your muscles contracting. It's not just, you know, some kids outside. It's not just mental. It's not like it's not magic. It's not just willpower. Your muscle fibers break down over time. Your muscle begins to deteriorate the older you get. Your muscle doesn't build back as quickly. You know, there's so many factors going into play. I can't do, Larry, I can't do one arm pull-ups right now. I would love to get back to it and be able to do them again one day, but right now I won't be able to. Привет, Владимир. Да, давно я видео не ставил. Ну вот последние 5 дней я ставлю каждый день. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call them about the Russian channel. I didn't receive the email that they told me they were gonna send me. I never felt like I plateaued, to be honest. I always switched up my workouts to make sure I didn't hit a plateau. I don't believe in like any herbal supplements that make it too strong. I know there's certain supplements that actually raise your testosterone level naturally. I know that helps with muscle building. Thank you, Shane. I appreciate the support. Join in. We're about to start working out. Shane, you can do some isometrics with us. Yeah, they keep telling me that they sent me the email. When I try to log in, it says an email was sent to this address. I'm logged into my email address. There's nothing, so I'll call them after this stream, see if I can figure it out with them. All right, I'm gonna go to the living room. We're gonna start, well, I can go in 1 minute. We're starting in exactly 2 minutes, so it'll be 8:10 p.m. here. I'm in Central Time Zone. Creatine is really good. It's not that it gives you strength. It really hydrates your muscle, which maximizes your endurance pretty much. So you don't you have like super efficient ATP energy consumption inside the muscle fibers. So it doesn't like directly give you strength, but it does really hydrate your muscles, which helps a lot. Я спам тоже проверил, в спаме тоже не видно, к сожалению. О, да, в спам пришел. 661. Так, проверяем. Окей, они сказали, через 30 дней мне пришлют новый пароль. Ой-ой. Да, it says придется мне ждать. Да, написано, что сейчас они пересматривают мой канал, и через 30 дней мне пришлют новый пароль и новый доступ к тому каналу. Придется еще месяц ждать. Okay, guys, let's go and start our isometrics. Kitty. I'm house sitting this cat for my friends who left on vacation, so it's not my house. I'm not too big a fan of basketball. All right, let's go. So I'm gonna go into plank position and try to hold this as long as I can. All right. Push-up position, but on your elbows. I'm gonna go for a couple minutes until I can't hold anymore, and then I'm gonna get off and do another exercise. All you guys watching, join in. Do the plank position with me. Very doable exercise. Hold it as long as you can. Oof, I cannot hold this very long, as it turns out. I'm dropping in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Next exercise I'm gonna do is basically hyperextensions. I don't know if you guys know that exercise, but it's basically for your lower back and butt. The cat keeps wanting to knock my phone over. Hollow body holds. Is that the stomach vacuum? I'm not sure what hollow body holds are. 8-minute abs, yeah, I did see it. I actually followed along with it for a while. For hyperextensions, grab a chair. You're gonna rest here with your upper back. Basically, in this position, and I'm gonna lower my butt and basically raise it like this. Seems like a silly exercise, but it's for your lower back. To stabilize your erector muscles in your lower back. Join in with me. This is the second exercise after the plank. This can also be done directly on the floor in a very similar way. Instead of using a chair, you just lay down on the floor. Ooh, the floor's cold. Same thing. Against the two erector muscles in your lower back. And do 12 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pause in the top position. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oof. It's these two muscles that span right here, the erector muscles. I feel burn in them. Our next exercise, I'm not gonna do it yet. I'll just show you. We're gonna do reverse leg kicks like this, and you raise it as high up as you can. It's very good for your butt. It hits your lower back a little bit, but it's mostly a butt exercise. I'll do that one next. One of the only muscle groups that's not completely exhausted on me. Hola, Jeff. You lie on your back. Engage your abdominal muscles to press your lower back into the floor. Lift your legs and arms off the ground. Hold the position. Ooh, that's a very tough abs exercise. Whole body hold. My abs are pretty sore today. Nuts, so I won't do it today, but we could definitely do that exercise at a different time. It's a very effective exercise. I have done it a long time ago. Прорыв к результату. Да, можно. Я давно ставил эту рутину. Hey Marcel, I'm planning to post live streams, so I'm gonna record them live. I just don't have the time to sit down and edit videos because I have a day job. I'm a full-time construction worker, so that's why I'm just doing live streams. You guys can work out with me. I post the video unfiltered, answer some questions, and my manager was around 60 when he died, the acting manager from COVID.
And yeah, I'll do dips. I'll eventually do some live streams in the park, and that's where you see me, you know, a little bit more nostalgic back to where I started. But for the first couple weeks, most of my workouts, if not all my workouts, are gonna be from home while I'm getting back in shape. So I think these kicks are called donkey kicks. I'm not too familiar with the correct name for them, but it's a good exercise for your butt regardless, in any case. So like this, kick out. I'm gonna do one leg until it feels fatigued, and then I'm gonna mirror the same exercise on the other side. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, I'm gonna go to 40, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Same thing on the other leg now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, follow along guys, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, and go to 40 again, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, oh shoot, that was already 42. Lost count. 40 each side, take a little break. We're gonna do a similar one, but instead of picking our legs back, I'm gonna touch my elbow to my knee. I'll show you guys. Plyometrics sounds familiar. I forgot what type of training that is. Plyometrics. Is what I'm doing considered plyometrics? Andy, I remember I even did an article on plyometrics, but that was 12 years ago. I don't remember what type of exercises those are. Alright, I'm gonna let rest for 30 more seconds and we're gonna do our next one. Oh, explosives. Yeah. It's too early for that right now. I'm still kind of getting into the hang of it. Once I feel I got like 50% of my strength back or so, like I'm feeling very in control of my muscle groups and like very good control of just generally my body and space, I can start plyometrics. Starting explosive right away when you're getting into working out is a high risk of injury, so I'm gonna wait out for that. But we're definitely gonna do plyometrics in the future. So next one, I'm going to go into a push-up position and bring my knees towards my elbows. So you guys can follow along on this one too. Ready, set, go. I'm gonna bring my knee in towards my opposite elbow. Knee in, touch the opposite elbow. Keep doing them until I say stop. I'm not really counting, I'm just going for fatigue. Ooh, that burns. Do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 each side, 10 total. My shoulders were starting to give out there. I'm gonna do some more hyperextensions here in a little bit. What do you mean advertise myself more? Ignell? Not too sure what you mean there. Like on Facebook or Instagram? Привет, Riker. Billboard on the highway. You're hilarious. That's funny. Post on community. If you guys want to promote my channel, my stuff, or like create short videos for me to post, like cut down my live videos into shorts, I'd be happy to share them. I'm just limited on time, unfortunately, right now. If at some point like YouTube starts bringing in enough income that I can dedicate more time to it, I'd be more than happy to like put out a lot higher quality content and edit all my videos much better and all that. But at this very time, it's just tough. TikTok lives. Yeah, all that I have to figure out. I know that I can probably somehow stream YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch all at the same time and all that, but I have to learn a little bit more about it first. All right, here we go. Doing more hyperextensions right now. One, two. These are for the lower back erector muscles. For core. I'm gonna go for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, hold. I'm gonna hold this for about 30 seconds or so, and then drop. So 20. I think that was about 30 right there. Hey, Against the Grain. Thanks for joining. Да, я сильно изменился, в смысле силы потерял много, но я все верну. Alright. What's next, guys? We did hyperextensions. Oh yeah, the butt kicks. I think they're called donkey kicks, I think is the proper name for them. I believe I mentioned it before. I don't remember the exact name, but I think that's what they're called. That's what I'm going for again. Спасибо, SD. Alright, here we go. Let's go for 40 each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 10 more. Come on, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. Switch. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Oof. Felt that. What's up, YBD? Thanks for joining. We're gonna do probably 5 or 6 more minutes of exercises. And we'll be good to go. Thank you, Andy, but that hasn't always been the truth. Especially if I'm doing going for my PR and doing pull-ups. My first ones are not so uncontrolled. I go fast. Try and get as many in there as I can. Same with muscle-ups. But yeah, if I'm working out for building strength back, I try to be slow and controlled. I want to make sure that there's tension on my muscle at every single angle of the range of motion. Because if I'm just jumping and ignoring the first 30% of the tension and just getting it at the end, I'm kind of cheating myself out of the exercise in a way. You know how to do what? Sorry, I missed what you were asking. Yeah, 76 one, I watched it recently. It was a crazy video. I can't do that many now. Well, you guys saw me do them recently. I only did 10, 15? I don't remember. I think I was on my first day. I'm gonna do another plank right now, so we'll see how long that one lasts. I'll face you this time. Oh yeah, for sure. I'll get my strength back faster. From what I heard is, so muscle, unlike other cells, it multiplies mitochondria within a single cell. And every mitochondria that you have within one single muscle cell controls a certain number of muscle fibers. And when muscle shrinks or you lose strength over the years, your muscle fibers shrink and your body starts getting rid of them, but you never lose the amount of mitochondria you built up within the muscles. And it's a pretty high energy expense to build the mitochondria. I think muscle fibers are one of the only muscle groups that have lots of mitochondria within one cell, within each cell. So over time, to build the muscle back, if you've been strong before, it takes much quicker to build back the muscle fiber thickness and width without having to rebuild all of it, because a lot of it's there, and that's what they refer to as muscle memory. It's because your mitochondria stays behind, which feeds the muscle to grow quicker. I'm gonna do 10 more seconds. I'm already shaking. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. I had a book, I think in Russia, was it Pavel, what's his last name? The kettlebell guy, Pavel something, wrote a book. He talked a lot about isometric exercises. I'll review it and introduce some isometric holds into my workout routine as well, because those are very effective for building strength. They're not very effective for building muscle, but they are extremely effective for building strength. I wouldn't say that hanging leg raises are better than the ab machine, but they do engage a lot of, the ab machine isolates your ab muscle, whereas hanging leg raises, you involve a lot of muscle groups. Your lats, your obliques, your hip flexors, your abdominals are all involved when doing hanging leg raises. So the more compound the exercise is, by compound I mean it engages the most muscle groups, the better it is for muscle gain or muscle strength based on studies. So the more you isolate a single muscle, it does target that muscle better, but overall muscle growth, it kind of isn't as effective as compound exercises, which is why squat, deadlift, and there was one more compound exercise that is like considered in weightlifting the top one for building muscle mass overall. I can do one more exercise before 30 minutes is up today. First week I'm keeping it light, trying to do 30-minute workouts. So I just did the plank. Trying to think what last one I want to finish off with. You guys have any ideas? Something easy that's not gonna, I am really sore. For now, Andy, I'm gonna stay home and do calisthenics or park. Eventually I might get a gym membership, but it creates complications because I want to keep streaming and I don't know how well I can stream in a gym. It kind of gets in everybody's way. Hey, Mayhan. You know what? I'm gonna finish off with an isometric hold, holding a 90-degree position against the wall. My legs are really sore, so I kind of didn't want to do that, but just for the sake of it, for the sake of finishing off strong, I will. Here we go. Hey, Nick. All right, so I'm going to a 90-degree position like this. Oof, my socks are really slippery. So it's not going to be necessarily 90. Nope, that's not going to work. Ooh, I did not realize how sore my quads were. I could not hold that at all. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Trying to think which one I can do. Okay, I got one. This is gonna be a exercise for triceps and some lats. I don't remember if I've ever done this on any of my videos before. So we're gonna go into this position right here and basically hold ourselves in this position. Not hanging so that we're just hanging on our joints. Also not fully extended, but this position is gonna flex our triceps so that we don't collapse. Like this. It's mainly basically isometrics for your triceps. I'll see how long I can hold it, and as soon as I can, I'm just gonna wrap it up for the workout. You can go in a chair or on your bed, wherever you are. Just bend your arms halfway, hold this position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, I really felt that. Well, that wraps up our 32-minute workout now, and I'll answer some questions. We got about 15-16 minutes of stream left, and tomorrow I haven't figured out, is the weekend, Saturday, Sunday.
I wasn't really planning to stream, but if there are good ideas or something helpful I can do, I might play with my son on the computer tomorrow. In which case, we can probably stream our gameplay if you guys are interested, but we'll see how tomorrow goes. I had one of you guys reach out to me, one of the followers, and I did a video consultation with him. We discussed a few things, diet, exercise, his routine, his goals. One thing I talked to him about, which I don't think I talked much about with you guys on here, it's a very effective routine for progressive overload. So if you are working out in the gym and you're trying to get past a plateau, a lot of people, they try to add like 5 pounds and like try to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Спасибо, Sergey. But there's another way. So say you are stuck at, I don't know, benching 205 pounds and you do sets of 10 reps of 205 pounds for the last 3 months and you just can't get past it. Instead of increasing your weight and going to 210 and trying to do 10 reps, which could be effective, what I would do is I would focus on increasing the reps. So instead of doing 205 for 10, you try to go 205 for 11, for 12, for 13, for 14, up until you get to 20. So I worked out in the gym for 2 months and I used this approach and I found it very helpful. So if I was stuck at 205 at 10, I would do 205 for 12 reps. And then I would go to the gym until I could do 205 for 14 reps. And then I would go to the gym until I could do 205 for 16, up until I get to 20. As soon as I get to 20, I add either 5 pounds or 10 pounds, depending how much I can handle doing 10 reps again. So as you build up the endurance and repetitions, you are getting stronger, even though you're not putting on more weight. So when you put on 5 or 10 pounds, you can still do your 10 reps the way you did before, but now it's more weight. And so say I jump to 215, for example, I can put on another 10. So now I'm at 215 at 10 reps. So then my goal is to get to 12 reps, 14 reps, 16 reps at 215. Once I get to 20 reps at 215, I can try to put on another 10. Now I'm at 225 for 10 reps, right? I'm not talking about one workout. I'm talking about progressively over time, over weeks and months. That is a very effective approach, and I highly recommend it if you guys are stuck at a certain weight, and when you put on extra weight, you just can't lift it for as many reps, and you just don't know how to get past it. Do that. Against the grain, if you want to message me, we can talk a little bit about, email me at fortresspaul@gmail.com, fortresspaul@gmail. Tell me a little bit about kind of what you're looking to accomplish with the consultation, and we'll figure out a rate. It's depending like how involved it is and how much do you want to do follow-ups every month? Do you want me to train you on the long term, or is it just one time and all this other stuff? We can discuss and figure it out. But it'll be cheap. I'm just starting out right now, so I'm not charging anybody any significant amount. So and it's going to be cheap, especially if we can record our conversation and post it here for people to watch. Then it'll be even better. But again, no pressure. If you want to do private, we can do private. Привет, Татарус. Elastic bands are pretty effective. I would compare elastic bands, from my experience, to just cable machines. When I train with them, to me it feels just like training with cable machines pretty much. Cold plunges, I don't know much about cold plunges. I've only read one book in Russian about cold plunges, because in Russia they're pretty big on like cold shocking the body and like going into a sauna and then going into the snow. And they talked about a bunch of stuff, but it didn't seem scientific to me. That book that I read, just that one book, I don't remember the name of it now. It seemed like pretty pseudoscience. The modern day books and like might be very effective for all I know. I know like most fitness influencers are into it right now. Joe Rogan and all these other people talking about it, super popular. But personally, I've never been into cold plunges. I don't do them. I don't know how effective they are or if they're not. All I can say is when I did the Russian technique of like getting really hot in the sun and then going into the snow, every single time that I did it, I got sick. Like I would catch a cold. So based on my personal experience, it sounds like bullshit to me. So I don't know. So I don't. I try. I don't do stuff that makes me sick because I don't like being sick. But that could just be I did it wrong or whatever, or I didn't warm up enough. Everybody gives some kind of reasons for it, but yeah, I ended up getting a cold every time. Сергей, отлично, да. Поделись. Я буду очень рад видеть твои результаты. Holy Adonis, working out while sore. So I try not to work out the muscles that are sore, and if I do, it's extremely lightweight. So for example, if my biceps are sore, you could literally pick up a 2-pound weight and just do high repetitions with 2-pound weight. The main purpose of exercising while sore, doing any kind of movement while sore, is to get blood pumping to that muscle group, but not enough to actually cause more muscle damage. Федор, да, я с детьми по-русски общаюсь, они на русском говорят. Спасибо. Не, я по-русски сейчас вообще не общаюсь. Я вот только с вами общаюсь и с детьми, и все, как бы я, в общем, со всеми только по-английски здесь в Америке общаюсь. So the point is to get as much blood as you can into your muscle group, so that nutrients and everything can go there to repair it better. So when I am sore, I either do cardio, right? So like low impact cardio, something that gets my blood pumping throughout the whole body, get my heart rate up. It feels like it helps my soreness go away. Or if my triceps are sore or biceps are sore or quads are sore, something's sore, I do very, very lightweight, low intensity exercises for very high repetitions just to get the blood in there. And once I feel like it gets engorged with blood, I feel like it helps the soreness a lot. And I'm like good for the next 5 hours or so. I feel like the soreness has subsided. And then I also feel like I recover quicker. So if I have a really sore muscle group and I don't do anything for that muscle group, it could be sore for a week. Whereas if I do extremely low intensity, high repetition exercises for that muscle group, again, not to damage the muscle, but just to get the blood flowing there, I feel like the soreness could go away in 2 to 3 days instead of 5 days. Again, 100% anecdotal. I haven't read any research studies on this, but based on my anecdotal personal experience, that's kind of my approach to soreness. Спасибо, SD. Приятно слышать. Russians are strong in calisthenics because Russia was very like nearly all the parks in Russia have pull-up bars and dip bars and stuff like that, and like climbing ropes for adults. At least the cities I came from. So like you go to any park, there's like pull-up bars that are high enough for adults to work out on. Here in the United States, I've noticed most parks don't have any workout equipment, and if they do, it's usually like tied to a playground slide like for children. Whereas in Russia, it's like more for adults, and like actual people like over the age of 20 go and work out there on the regular. Like that's their workout station instead of a fitness or gym. Whereas America is a lot more fitness, bodybuilding culture, so the gyms are a lot more widespread, which makes sense because I feel like Arnold and like the bodybuilding culture popularized gyms and exercises in general. So it makes sense that that's a lot more popular here, as opposed to bodyweight fitness. And I think in Russia, bodyweight fitness is a lot more widespread is because their PE classes, at least when I was back in Russia, are a lot more intense. Like pull-ups is one of the exercises that they test for. In a PE class, there's lots of pull-up bars. There's lots of like ladders and stuff inside of school gyms. And so they put those outside for people to work out on, kind of like replicating what you do in school, do it outside. So that makes sense to me. I don't know how it is now. I haven't been in Russia for 15 years now. So I don't know what they do nowadays there. All right, guys, we've got 5 more minutes or 7 more minutes. we're gonna wrap it up. I'd be happy to see you on Monday. I don't know about Saturday, Sunday. If I do, it's not gonna be a workout stream, so it's gonna be something else if I do stream. Hey Tim, I don't know much about vaccines and autism rights. I mean, I know that autism, like I posted a graph like 10 years ago on my Facebook about like there's a timeline of the years and autism just skyrocketing, but also a lot of it is, from what I hear from people that specialize in it, is just what's it called? When people like test you and then they say, oh, you actually have autism. Back in the day, people used to not do that. So there would be a lot of autistic people in a city or a school, but they wouldn't be called diagnosis. So a lot of it is just diagnosis. So because now we have so much more diagnosis, a lot of people are diagnosed to be on the spectrum who before we would just call them weird. Oh, he's a little weird. He's a little different. He's a little bit this and that. And so all of a sudden, nowadays we have a name for it. We call it autism and the autism spectrum. And so right now, you know, there's say 1,000% or 10,000% more autistic people, but that's because they're diagnosed. And you know, 50 years ago they weren't diagnosed. They were just called weird and strange. Oh yeah, their family's a little weird. Everybody's there is a little weird. They act a little strange, and that was the name for it. They wouldn't be called autistic. So yeah, words change, diagnosis changes over the years. So it's hard to say. I mean, modern medicine is all pretty recent, all things considered, like very recent. Probably in the last 200 years is all the modern medicine we have now, from medication. Penicillin, you know, that was kind of the first breakthrough into medicine, is penicillin, and how antibiotic it was and how it saved so many people at war. But how old is that thing? You know, before that it was just all natural remedies based on anecdotal evidence and placebo and all kinds of stuff working. So it's hard to say kind of really what affects what, because this whole industry and medical field is all very recent for us. And besides, I'm not a doctor, so I'm telling you what I hear. I'm not really a specialist in any of this stuff. Yeah, SD, I'm going to be posting streams Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. United States Central Time. So I think that's on the world map, that's -6 time zone. Hey Leonel, bienvenidos. I don't have a TikTok at this time. I can make one. I just know that I probably won't be posting anything there for a while. So it'll just be an empty TikTok if you guys want to join. Once I start making YouTube shorts, like cutting down these live videos and maybe taking snippets out of it. The Russian channel is called Krepast Fitness. Krepast Fitness, that's the Russian one. But a lot of it is just mirrored content from my American channel that I re-recorded in Russian. But yeah, Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time, -6 time zone. So I'll be posting. I don't have a link to it here. Maybe somebody can share it with you for that channel. But also, if you type in what the guy above wrote in Russian, Kanal Krepast, it should come up. That's the one I lost access to, but I talked to Google yesterday, and they said they're going to be sending me a new login information for that channel. So within the next 30 days. So I'm hoping that is going to happen. Yeah, I do. I work in remodeling right now. Will I ever do meetups again like I did before? I would love to travel the country and meet up with all you guys, but we'll have to get there first. It's gonna take a while. Andy, thank you so much for your support. I'm glad I inspired you to start at a young age, and all you guys inspired me back. So when I posted videos and talked to you guys, it was equally inspirational for me to see all these lives impacted and changing. So I always thought it was a great thing to be a part of. Yes, all the recordings of the streams, SD, я их все ставлю, они автоматически у меня загружаются. Последние 4 стрима, они у меня все на канале стоят, ты можешь заходить, смотреть, они все там находятся. И этот тоже, когда он закончится, примерно через 24 часа он у меня появится на канале тоже можно будет его просматривать. So yeah, all these streams are available and re-uploaded. We have about a minute and a half left, and the reason why is because I started 2 minutes early in the very beginning. So this stream is gonna be 1 hour and 2 minutes, and then we're gonna wrap up, guys. I'll see you Monday at 8, and I might stream tomorrow. Either if I play with my son on the computer, I can stream us playing or something else, or I might not. We'll see. Depends if there's a demand and interest in it. Kadyrov, my diet, I really don't have a diet right now. I just eat when I'm hungry and I eat what's in my fridge. So not very, yeah, Andy, appreciate the support. And there's another guy up top, starts with an S. Also sent it on Shane. Yeah, appreciate it, Shane. Thank you guys for the support. Спасибо, SD, тебе тоже всего хорошего. Well, you guys all have a good night. I hope you worked out with me today and got some exercise in. Follow along with my workouts, do them with me, and let's get in shape together. I'm on my journey to get all my strength back like in the good old days, you know. I'm gonna be doing 1-arm pull-ups, everything else again, so that's the goal. Не за что, Сергей. Тебе тоже спасибо за просмотры, что присутствуете. Всего хорошего, всем до свидания. Goodbye, guys. Bye, Leona. Buenos días o buenas noches. No sé qué tiempo es ahí. Bye-bye, guys.